You deserve to die!
It's a giraffe that works in a toy shop. And millions and everything. Oh God!
No, we can't until the metal chests come at a different level.
Yeah, why would they come? Gotta get my bicep nice and pumped for All Nut November.
All Nut November. That's several months away. Are you preparing that far in advance?
Yes, sir, a butt fuddler. Fuddler, fuddle my butt. I'm aware of your work, butt fuddler.
Squish, 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 like a bulk buy mayonnaise dispenser at a chippy. Therapy is an important thing to do, and I think Hatfield should do couples therapy.
I think that'd be interesting.
Really? Like a thruple therapy.
You've actually taken that step, which a lot of us haven't.
Yeah, like usually I can just like, I'll be better in a bit. I'll just go through this, but this time I was like, oh, this is like really bad. This is like, I don't want to get out of my bed bad. Someone in chat was like, try therapy. And I was like, okay.
Thanks, chat.
Thanks. Thank you, chat.
Like, I had CBT back in the day.
Cock and ball torture.
Cock and ball torture, which Rav's immediately... Like, I said this to Rav earlier off, and he was immediately like, oh, cock and ball torture.
Yeah, immediately my brain goes to that. Cognitive behavior therapy? Nah. Cock and ball torture.
Cock and ball torture was ideally you're looking for the same thing.
Because I didn't know like what it is. I just always assumed that you sit in a chair and there's like a million flashing lights and like you're
Clockwork Orange.
you are.
Oh, really? So your eyes would be forced open.
If only it was that simple.
Yeah.
You'd be screaming on a chair. Ah!
Well met, Darwin. Well met,
Darwin.
Jeez, that was well met.
Well met.
Well met.
What are we robbing?
Well met, traveller. Well met.
Well met.
Well met.
Well met.
I have one of each as well.
Well met.
Well met.
Oh my God, well met.
Well met.
Oh, God.
Well met.
Traveller. Well met.
Well met. God damn.
Well met.
We could use there's a bridge though, look, to the north of the crescent.
Ah, well met.
Jesus
bridge.
fucking Christ.
Very well built.
And well met.
Well met indeed.
Well met and well built.
The fuck.
What's your deal, bro?
Well met. Well met.
I like his little cap. Well met.
Well met.
You go to, you stay looking at it and you walk towards it. It's shy.
Oh, it's just shy, is it? Okay.
Can you disarm this landmine or not?
Oh, what, you're gonna walk into this thing?
Behind us, Ross. We gotta keep looking at it. It's shy, right? It's shy. You keep looking at it and walk towards it.
It's not that shy.
What the fuck?
He looked away.
I didn't look away, I was looking at that.
I don't know. Did he? He was looking at it. Right, I'm gonna take his other. Yeah, take it.
Guys. My other biggest ick with my spouse is if she responds to me too eagerly.
Oh, okay. Within like a very short space of time.
Yeah, it's like, oh, that's an ick. Your eagerness is an ick.
It's an ick if she gets hit by a slow-moving car.
Oh no, I just got
What are you, how do you feel about like people yucking your yum whilst we're talking about icks?
I don't want my yum yucked.
Well, doesn't want it, but you're yucking other yums. What
yeah, if
someone's
you're
yum
yucking
is-
other yums, you invite yuck not your yums, and I have to have it
I've got a slight issue
with
in that I'm in the ground and my body's slowly somersaulting.
So you're experiencing what you would describe as an outer body experience.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. My
Is that
body
something that you
seems
think
to be in
any
a
of us can
matrix-like
assist
state right now and is floating further upwards
How
I
can
don't
we
believe it.
assist with such a
towards
thing?
the heavens.
What on earth, Trot? We haven't seen any kind of bug like that.
I'm not seeing
not?
him rise to the
Where are
skies.
you?
I feel like he's on some kind of. Did you take any mushrooms? There's some on the floor.
Yeah,
that
this is how people
Maybe
who
I
get abducted
did.
feel.
Oh, I'm back in my body.
They're just like, yeah, sure, you're back in your body. Cool dream, bro.
Maybe it was just a
funky dream. I need to find a fresh version of you that's not you because you are just toxic. And I'm not afraid to tell you. I think that's the important part. You should respect me for the fact that I told you that. If I had a gun, I'd shoot you with it.
I reckon we get 2 flashlights and maybe a shovel. We can hit that thing off people's heads.
Are you fucking kidding me? I'd end up severing your head. Oh, it's on his face again. Have you got the shovel? Who's got the shovel?
Dropped on the floor! Dropped on the floor!
Fuck, I picked...
Fucking floor, pick it up!
Get out of the way!
Dead, is he? Shame.
Yeah, he died of natural causes.
You're tuning in live with some urgent news. We're still not sponsored by Costa, Turn those around.
It was not sponsored by anyone. We need to get NordVPN on the blower. They must have loads of money right now.
Everybody, welcome to our. They must do.
Apparently, yeah,
They don't need it.
Their sales went up 1,000% after they put in the porn ban in the UK.
It's fucking.
Which is very draconian, isn't it? So,
now wanking has extra steps.
Not for me. Not when I banked all my footage.
Nice hard drives.
Yeah.
Now that the age of the hoarder comes in, digital hoarding is in.
The worry is that most of reform voters are probably wankers as well. This is the thing, they're kind of just pushing them away, and it's just going to make them want to vote reform more.
Reformer wankers,
because now they can't access all the porn they wanked.
No. Anyway, welcome to the preamble of Hat Chat. This isn't Hat Chat just yet. We went straight hard in there.
Yeah, well, this isn't part of the Hat Chat. It's fine.
We're in our obviously premium studio right now. Phenomenal, loving it.
Unreal.
Platinum's on the wall. Craigle's with us, doing all the live mixing and stuff. So thank you for joining us, Craig. This wouldn't have gone live without you.
Well, literally wouldn't. He pushed all the buttons. This guy knows his way around a deck. I said deck. He's flicking those buttons like crazy.
We couldn't do Hat Chat on Friday. We were busy, but we want to honor that by doing it today. So don't usually stream on Mondays anymore, but here we are. Honoring, being honorable. Thank you very much for tuning in. Sorry it's out of your rhythm and routine. We'll be back tomorrow with regular games and stuff.
Yeah, so, it's just, we would have done this on Friday.
Just doing a Hat Chat today. So enjoy. And with that, I think if Craig's happy...
We just set this rolling. Oh, not there. Hang on.
Let's get a new session
Fresh
going.
area.
You right, Craig?
I am rolling on my end.
Like a constant stream of water, that's because it's raining a lot.
It is raining a lot. It might be
hollow
cut out.
roof.
It's probably cut out a little bit. It's not too... It won't be...
It sounds like a
considering how close you have to be to these mics.
It feels like we're in an aquarium.
Yeah, it feels like the bubbles are going...
Constantly. Can you hear it? It is leaking as well again, which is fucking great.
Yeah.
We got buckets up that Smith put up, collecting water.
I carefully spread buckets around with my expertise. Thank you.
And they're trying to put up our rent.
Oh yeah, they're bloody putting up the rent. Everything's costing more money.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah. And
no better time than ever to be a member or a Patreon.
Honestly, the memberships are paying for this warehouse.
Yes.
I'm having an issue with it. I'm going to have to do a new session because this is just...
For
some reason, it's changing the bit rate to 46,000, which... I had this last time, so I'm going to do a completely new session.
Make it new, make it fresh.
I'm a little bit offended that you didn't put any product in your hair today. Are we not worth dressing up for?
Why?
Can we do a members video where we shave your hair?
Just get a hairdryer on it and put some product in, you'll be fine.
I don't think your hair needs a cut exactly. But does it? Have you tried powder? The powder stuff that comes out in like a light fine powder.
That makes it really fluffy.
Fluffy. Wow. I think he's got the same kind of thickness hair as me, and it works great for me.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, no, but now I'm calling.
He's just called you out.
I can see you. I can see you though, Craig. Right, I'm gonna send you a hair product that I recommend if you're up for
what's
that.
What's the
Is it 1, 2, and 3?
Do you use gel, Craig, or wax?
Test.
Is it clay?
Is it styling clay?
What's the brand?
Right, that's mine. That's 1. God, it's so dusty.
Is it Weller?
God, look at this. It just disintegrates.
What is that?
Microphone. Oh, it's just...
Mine's fine.
It's falling apart.
I think that's just
Maybe you've got acidic breath.
What the fuck?
That's really falling apart. It's perishing like crazy.
This really is. I need to get a new one. You just pop another one on.
You can get them, right?
Yeah. Let me just test your mics here.
Testing my microphone.
Yeah, it's good. It's coming through. And then just good. Lovely.
Bedhead. I mean, that's expensive. You're already in the high budget. So...
Was it a clay?
Well, it's because you're not using it.
Was it a clay? Is it a clay?
It's still
or is it
loads
like a
in the
pomade? What is it?
Yeah, it's a clay. Yeah, it's a styling clay, texturizing clay.
It's all over your shoulder.
Dear fucking God, the microphone's melting away in front of me.
A necky clean shirt.
Fuck.
Fuck off, clean shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm getting all these. I'm just gonna let it run for a minute. Let me just check what the project's running at.
We've got some
Because it should be at
subscribers
48, right?
come in, so I'm going to read those.
Go ahead.
Nath Gay They, thank you for 33 months.
Thanks for subscribing.
Fragalicious, 73 months. Look at these lovely boiks being all lovely and shit. Well, fuck you, Fragalicious, you piece of shit.
Fucking hell.
Thank you so much. Cobblestone
It's at
Balls,
41. Okay.
37 months.
44.1, yeah.
Thank you very much.
If you guys just Google styling powder, there's a few different brands, and
Sambrate 44.1, yeah.
that's what I'd recommend.
I've got it on 44.1. Let me do a test.
Benson the Alpha, thank you so much for 51 months. That's really nice.
Thank you.
Way nicer than Fragalicious. WC Chase, thanks for 3 months.
Thanks, Fragalicious, by the way.
That's great. Mal84, thanks for a month. Appreciate that. Over on YouTube's, I have to bring up stream elements for that bad boy. Let's have a look here.
Excuse me.
Oh, I need to log in.
Belching into the microphone.
Belch. Get started. Activity
Bananas
feed.
every day, so is it their first messaging? I don't know.
Bananas every day.
Huge thanks to the following people.
I remember when Dad was telling me about eating too many bananas. You have too many bananas in one day. He said he ate a whole pack of bananas once and it gave him horrible
The
stomach ache.
potassium would be
Turns
insane.
out that's the thing. Yeah, that's
yeah,
the
you
thing.
really can't do that.
Too much in them and it makes you feel really
It fucks you up.
Yeah.
Stian Kjellstad Hammer. Fantastic name. Thanks for being a member on
Thank you
YouTube.
for wielding that gracious tool.
Thanks, Mr. Flibbles, as well, for 27 months of
Thanks.
YouTube membership.
Thanks, Flibbles.
Thanks, and Moon97 over on Twitch, 47 months. And then Mr. Flibbles gifted a YouTube membership.
Thanks,
That's
Flibbles.
lovely.
Thanks, Mr. Flibbles.
That's lovely, Mr. Flibbles.
That's very generous.
I've been
We
rewatching it.
appreciate
Wow.
your generosity.
And that went to Kyle.
Big up, Kyle.
Just Kyle.
Just says Kyle.
Just Kyle. Thanks, Just Kyle.
Thanks, Kyle. And that is everybody caught up. Thank you very much for subbing on a Monday. Very
Thanks
much
for subbing
appreciate
on.
Yeah,
it.
the audio is stable, so
It is
good.
August 4th, so I guess, people's pay packets came in late
Audio's
last
good.
week.
Yeah.
And now
good,
you're just
isn't
waiting. You only have to wait after this week, another 3 weeks for another one. It's great.
amazing,
Nice.
isn't it?
That's how time works.
That's how time works, and it just keeps going like that. That is
After
after
next 2 weeks
week.
is one more week.
We're halfway through August. I don't want to be. I must admit, I don't want to be halfway through August.
No,
I've
we've
very
got
much
too much
enjoyed
on.
the summer.
Too much
It's
on.
been great.
SAS Studios, 7 months. Brill. Can we get a green light for a horror movie sequel to The Closet Raider? That whole
The one from the
stuff.
hotel. We could.
Considering that was done on the fly, and
Yeah.
we could.
Would it
also-
ruin
We could go back to that hotel, but I don't want to sleep there because of the bed bugs.
The bed bugs were pretty...
I did
Ross
get- I
literally
bitten.
got bed bugs.
I got bitten by something in the night.
We could find an equally
gross.
horrendous looking hotel, couldn't we?
You just got to go through the wardrobe and you can come out anywhere.
Well, it
That's
depends. Do you want to go to the
that's the
Alpha?
premise. The Alpha.
The one on
Fuck that. You have to
Cumberland-
pay me thousands of
which
pounds.
road is it?
Yeah, I don't know.
But
The
yeah,
one next to the river. It's near the New Cut, right?
yeah. Well, the
So-
reason it's that price is apparently they encourage which is a good thing. They encourage
got a
homeless
green
people
light.
to go there, but you wouldn't want to go there in general.
There's a horror adjacent green light
There's
project
always a skip outside.
right now.
It needs to be bombed. Not like
Plug
a
bombed.
terrorist. I mean,
Okay.
Plug bombed.
from the air.
Yeah.
Because
The
there's a
reviews are
lot of
atrocious.
places along. There's so many nice positions that have horrible things on them. And that Alpha House. If you're wondering what we're talking about, Google. Is it Alpha?
I think it's the Alpha Guest House.
Yeah, Alpha
in
Guest House.
Bristol.
Look at the street it's on.
We've talked about it on Hatch Up before.
Oh
I
my
think.
god, it's crazy. It's crazy. I thought it must have been laundering, but no, you're right. It's basically must be for people who want incredibly low cost.
It's got 1.8. That's,
One-
Oh, it's
1.8,
that
you know.
one. Yeah.
but it
yeah,
looks
of
literally like
course,
like a themic gothic abandoned building.
Yeah.
Like there's something about the awning that's slightly off kilter.
It's more run down than just time would do. That's the thing about it. Time passes, of course, and it makes things look
There's
more
free
and more
internet.
rough.
It's non-smoking apparently.
Oh well, that's good.
Can you go onto Street View, Craig, so we can get
Well, the curtains don't say that.
a look at the
You can see
street
those from
it's
the
on?
outside.
It looks like quite a nice house.
Well,
It will sell for well, like
yeah,
good
that's
money,
the thing.
good
It must
money.
be worth millions.
Because the properties around that area are pretty good. And if you obviously it's going to need a lot of work.
It's
but
massive. It's detached. It's got a front huge parking area.
It looks
literally
terraced to me.
that could be knocked down and turned into a $1 million+ house.
Oh, lovely.
It's 30
It's
quid.
not detached. Okay,
It's 30
terraced.
It's 30 quid.
terraced,
Yeah, but the thing is, like, some of those houses are big, and that's a double.
It is
that's
the
a doubler.
off-kilter thing that they put
The
on
sign,
the front.
yeah.
It's awful. So
Is there a skip outside the front, Craig? Was there a skip? No, okay. No, at the moment, there's a skip with a load of crap. Maybe they're doing it up.
But go left a bit, Craig. Just like 1 or 2 doors left further. Look, I mean, even that person right next to it.
Nice.
It's
Yeah.
nice, isn't it? And then you've got all these front gardens that you could work with.
Lovely.
I mean, some of the reviews here, shocking and appalling.
Yeah.
Last resort, bitten, got bitten. That's literally just says bitten.
By a person.
By another patron.
Someone here's got taken here by 2 grown men. Okay, I don't know if that's. They must be piss taking. I don't know.
Standard, nothing special. If that's your standard.
Below average.
Standard. Pretty good, actually.
Someone said that you get what you pay for.
Fine. Like,
Well,
Someone said you get what you pay for.
There's some
They've been there
shit
twice
ones.
and was happy. This is a crack den, and I'm not exaggerating. That's from 2017. It may have changed.
it might have had a big overhaul.
Someone said not that bad.
All right.
The breakfast was £3.50.
so this is on TripAdvisor.
Yeah.
You know, one of my proudest things ever
You'd be
was...
better off in hell, someone says. That's wild.
Jesus.
You'd be better off in hell. What
You'd
an
be
insult.
better off in hell.
Yeah, absolutely shocking, appalling.
Sounds like a green light.
She's shocking. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, it is. You get what you pay for. It's 30 quid a night, which you don't find anywhere. Like anywhere. You're never going to find that in a city. Unless it's just a tent.
Yeah.
Which you can apparently set up a tent right next to the church if you want.
Oh, you're able to do that.
They've been there for a long time. There's
I
several
see.
tents started to gather. So if you want a cheap place to stay, bring a tent, set up next to the church.
Let's do a fucking hat chat.
Yeah, all right.
And then talk about the best places to stay in Bristol.
Yeah.
And why
Where
that's
not
the
to
Alpha
go.
guest house.
All right, audio is now rolling.
I'd love a football
It is
team
wide,
to be
isn't it?
sponsored by the Alpha guest house. Can you imagine that? Still on their toes.
Imagine they had the
Want me
money
to
to
zoom
do
it
it.
in a bit?
Spoof t-shirt.
It'd be amazing if they had the money to do it.
Well, if we start selling counterfeit Bristol Rovers shirts.
Just replace
You know that
the
meme
logo.
of the cat that's just sat at the table? I feel like that cat right now.
The cat sat on the table.
You know the cat sat at the table. It's like, you know, you got the women like screaming,
Yeah.
and then the cat's just like that. I feel like the cat right now.
Strong cat energy.
I have to go with it. We'll just have to sort it out.
Just do it.
All right. So in which case, we're going to kick off Hat Chat, the podcast, to delight your eardrums with goodbye. Welcome to the Hat Chat podcast, episode number...
It's 197.
197. Correct.
I'd like to apologise once again to Mantissa7
Oh, yeah.
for not using any of the jingles that they sent in again.
They've sent another one in. It's fine. We'll use it next time.
Oh,
We
yeah.
listen to them in the toilet.
all the time.
Much as we
It's
read
mostly
your
for
comments.
us. Sorry about that. Anyway, I'm Chris Trott.
Oh, I'm Ross Holby.
I'm Alex Smith, and I'll be reading your comments on this Hat Chat. So please feel free to leave one if you're watching this in the future. We are live on Twitch and YouTube. We've tried to be live on TikTok numerous
we are
times.
live on Instagram as well.
We're live on
Live.
Instagram.
I think
We've got
TikTok
that
has banned
vertical
us again.
format
TikTok keeps banning
down.
us.
Yeah, TikTok keeps banning us, and they don't tell us why. I think we're too sexy for it.
But we
frankly.
have heard that platform is the place to be.
Yeah,
so
we'll keep trying to reapply.
We're just trying to get into people's algorithms. But we're not really doing any of the trending things that get you into algorithms.
No, we
I
need to be
suppose
more
we are just
controversial.
talking shit.
So today, let's talk about something really controversial to get those viral clip moments.
Yeah.
I think that just puts us further and further into the blacklist bin, doesn't it?
I don't know. I
We
mean,
don't know.
Some people benefit from
We haven't
these
tried
things,
it.
from
Well, what's important is
topical
to
news.
serve the people that are interested in listening to us and are putting their money on the line, thanks to Patreon subscribers and other
Yeah.
members of all
That's
forms
true.
for keeping this podcast alive.
Really.
We appreciate your listening to us at least, and we know as long as you're around, we won't have to pander to the masses about things like those weird toys that I still don't know the name
The
of.
boo-boo.
Those things.
Le boo.
I
They
saw
look
a
ugly
picture of one
and disgusting.
yesterday.
Yeah.
I don't. Is it? Do
They're
you
ugly,
think that
ugly
this
toys.
is this like a manifestation of just like algorithmic like stuff? Or
Lab
where's the hype
It's
come
just
from?
trending, isn't it? It's one of the things where like you see your friends grabbing something, and you're like, oh, I'll get
All
that
it takes
too,
is
or I'll check it out, and then
But adults are getting these.
adults
Yeah.
are getting these things. Yeah,
Not
but like, it's like
kids.
adults getting into Pokemon. Don't you think, like it's like there's like this random element of you getting these packs, you don't know what you're gonna get. When you get a good pull, you're excited, but that kind of dies down quickly. In this case, it's small toys that look quite ugly, if not scary.
I think
some
they're.
scenarios.
I personally think
One of them looks like the Donnie Darko rabbit.
Well,
I don't
so
like
it's
them
socialized
at all.
gambling.
That's not one, is
It's
it? Is it?
It's
Yeah, that's what they look
surprise boxes that give you a you don't know what toy you're going to get, and they're all like, oh, I really wanted the pink one, and I don't get the pink one, so I'll have to buy another one. It's very good marketing on their side, but yeah, it's just a fad. It's a trend like anything else.
Beat the collection element of collecting a cute small toy like the early naughty Smelly Belly. Do you guys remember the
Yeah.
I don't know
Smelly
if I
Belly?
remember
Yeah,
those.
I do.
I remember trolls.
You got them in an egg,
Yep.
and there was a variety of scents that you could get, like watermelon or chocolate,
Strawberry.
and nothing beats the.
That's what a smelly belly is. I've never seen one of
You've
those.
never seen a
That's
Smelly
new
Belly.
to me. That's brand new to me.
They're cute.
I
They're
remember
squidgy,
trolls.
unlike the
Remember
Fit
Labubu, where it's like a
inside that
plastic.
egg.
They
That's
fit
crazy.
inside that egg,
Oh,
and
okay,
then
so it
you
expands.
unlock it, and you get that smell come through, and it's an overwhelmingly.
I actually don't remember these either.
Not at all.
I thought you were
Remember
talking about the bears that had a smelly tummy.
No, these are Smelly Bellies.
No, I don't remember those at all.
Because I remember my
No one remembers them.
my cousin had loads of trolls. Those little trolls with
I
the,
hate the trolls.
pointy up
Not a
hair,
fan.
and like there was a wardrobe like just filled with them, and like all different shit. I don't know if they were done in the same. I think it was because you could just buy them, but now they've made that a random loot box type setup, which
I mean, Beanie Babies.
everyone is excited by
as
loot
well.
boxes, right? Beanie Babies, were they
Everyone
random?
was
though?
buying
You
those.
They
could
weren't
buy them, that's
random.
it. They
You
weren't
just buy
random.
them, yeah.
Do you remember the Beanie Babies craze of like, oh, keep the tags on because in the future these are going to be worth.
Oh yeah, and then
hundreds
people
of
didn't a
thousands.
couple like have loads of them. And they tried to like split them in their divorce or something, and then like there wasn't really
There
much
was a
value to
video
them.
of them like splitting them out in court, wasn't
Yeah.
there?
Yeah,
I think that it's funny that there's like almost a bubble. I feel like we're approaching that bubble. To be honest with you, maybe not with the Labubu, but like it's kind of like you all presumed that because all these people are piling their money into it, that somehow that value gets like transmuted through the years, right? Or you'd at least hope. But instead, all it is just chucking it into landfill. And
it is. But I think it's it's the fear, it's the FOMO. It's a built-up FOMO thing. You want to be part of a trend, or it's like when we got
just
addicted.
buy fucking crypto if you're worried about FOMO
I know,
and
but
financial gain.
when we got
You can't
addicted
hang that off
to
of your
Pokemon
keychain
cards,
in a cute way.
yeah, that's it. And obviously, then your status of you got that Labubu. Oh my god.
Status.
When we were addicted to Pokemon cards, we were just going out there every lunchtime, getting a couple of those bad boys, coming back to the
Get
office,
that
and
little
then like
dopamine hit.
it was quite a minimal hit. I feel.
Yeah.
And then obviously,
it
then
is.
you just pop it on the side. I didn't look at those cards
The,
again.
the really sad thing is the immediacy. As soon as you've opened that pack and looked through them, the value of those cards then is nothing after that point.
But when you
just
see
like,
someone come in
now
with a load of fresh
put 'em
packs,
somewhere.
what are you thinking? You're thinking,
Oh, that's
it'd be
exciting.
quite cool to get some. And I could go down there and
I
get
can't
some. We
believe
can join
that
in.
pull is enough.
And there was a period of time where it must have been like maybe a month of us all kind of in the Oxcast grabbing these
Again,
these
it was like
cards
it
and
was
just
just
getting involved
it was
again.
kind of social and kind of you got everyone excited around you. It was that element.
And then
of
you
it.
had a similar one with Destiny. Was it
Destiny.
Well, because Tom and Ben were playing.
I
it a
played
lot.
that game though.
You
I played
the
that game like
yeah,
crazy.
Yeah, it was an actual game.
I would still play that game.
But because they were getting involved and they were getting a lot of it, you were like, I want to get involved as well. It'd be cool to get some, and you did. But then now they're all in shoeboxes. That's more plastic waste than it was just the cards. At least the cards.
It's not my fault that they designed a game that
I
required
know,
dice.
massive dice. All the,
So okay, yeah, good points. Good points. I would say
You wanted
that
to get
with the
involved.
Pokemon stuff, like I don't feel too bad because even if we bought a whole booster box, that was like 20, 30 pounds per person for like 40 fucking packs or whatever it was, right? And yes, we weren't playing the game, which is
We
stupid.
kind of played a little bit.
What, Pokemon?
Not-
We
not
played it.
enough.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
tried,
It's not a very good game.
but we got
not-
a bit. We were
it's
just
not a
this is a
very
bit
fun
shit.
game.
It works
This is
better
a-
as the TCG app.
Yeah,
frankly.
exactly.
Yeah.
Because that's more Hearthstone-y. But like,
Yeah.
I think you're right. And I mean, like, I guess as you grow older, you learn what is going to likely pay long-term dividends to be invested in and what isn't. Because, for example, Magic the Gathering is I think an example of a game where people spend money and then over a decade later they'll still use that like deck or those cards to play a game.
Yeah,
right?
and that's
like,
maintained its kind of status because
Yeah,
it is a
yeah,
playable
yeah.
game as well, right? So like,
Yeah.
it's it's held that well.
But yeah, no, it's
I think
look out, look out for those things. I guess.
I think with Pokemon, we were trying to relive that kind of phase, maybe in 96, 97, where all our friends were getting them. You know, we wanted to get involved. You could swap because there were so many people who had them. Like
it was like prison currency.
We had a short. Maybe there were 10 of us at the office that were buying them, and we were all then doing that in a very isolated way. But you're not going to get that again. So now maybe that's the Labubu trend right now for people in their teens. I don't know who I don't know what the age. I don't know who they're targeted at.
Well, that's what I'm
I
interested
imagine
in.
it's teenagers first, and then
multi-generational.
But where's it come from?
I don't know. It came from K-pop star, I think.
Oh, I see. Right.
Oh, yeah, was it Lisa?
Wearing them as like a keychain. It got spotted, and then obviously that ran fervent in their fan community, and then everyone started getting them, and I guess it just spread like that.
Okay.
And then other people started getting them. Either way, going back to people spending on these things, Pokemon TCG Pocket, I've got their monthly revenue here.
Oh,
how much do you reckon?
The game? The app?
Digital app. Where you could play that every day and get one pack for free.
Yeah.
But instead, you can also buy the little currency in it to get more in that day. And you can subscribe as well to get an extra pack a day.
I had Pokemon Plus for a month.
Everyone got it.
I bought it.
How much do you think TCG Pocket earned in July 2025?
Globally.
Oh, shit. I mean...
40 million.
Is it as high as that?
That's fucking on the money. 38 million.
38 million.
38 million
from an app
for a game that's ultimately, in my mind, has already had its day.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
And you're just getting digital copies of those cards as well, aren't you? Yeah. Wait, what does it give you, the Plus thing?
The Plus thing gives you more of that gold currency and an extra pack a day.
Gives you because you know how you get like the chance to unlock a booster. I'm surprised. I guess the reason I said that is because
53 million in the month before.
Wow, so it's a big decline. There's 13 million. I'd be fucking shit.
It's up and down though. A lot. I've got a gacha game list here.
So they're probably huge in other markets apart from the UK, right? We're so
definitely.
tiny that it's hard to get a gauge. But
the number one gacha game right now is Honkai Star Rail at a whopping 92
what a fucking great
million.
name.
Gesundheit.
Huh?
92 million earned in July.
In a month. Wow.
I wonder what the actual running and development cost of these. Ask AI what the running and development cost of that would be. I mean, Google it.
What
Honkai.
is the
Am I spelling that right?
cost of
HONKEI, I'm going to guess.
AI
fuck.
Star Rail?
Oh, right, okay.
It's all online, so it's a lot of server.
Yeah, exactly. I imagine there's running costs.
And also just think the markets are much bigger,
no
aren't
one
they?
knows.
They are so much bigger for
So
this
does
kind of
AI
thing.
know?
On top of that, Genshin Impact, which is the other game they make,
Yep.
earned 41 million that month.
Actual game, though? Like a...
Is
Is Honkai a video game? Or is it just...
Honkai Star Rail is like their newer game,
Yeah,
which
okay.
is like a turn-based. I actually don't know.
Yeah.
Genshin Impact's kind of like Legend of Zelda meets anime waifu.
But they're getting a game out of it. A decent,
there is a game,
there's a decent
but it's the
game out of
gacha elements that earn the money.
Yeah.
What about Uma Musume, the
the
horse anime racing game? How much do you think
We'll
that
look at
earned
that
in a month?
briefly. Uma
much does that make?
It's
Musume.
brand new, so
Uma Musume. Is it in the tens?
I didn't even understand what the game was. So yeah, let's say
20
10
mil?
million a month.
20 mil.
34 million.
So much as Pokemon. Fucking hell. With the brand appeal of Pokemon giving it that strength, although it has been running
It's
for like
just that
4
one
years
app
now.
for Pokemon. Can you imagine what Pokemon's earning on a monthly basis overall?
It's interesting to see. Like, it's interesting that
Big,
like
aren't they? Big. So hard to get the scale.
Maybe this is happening in the Japanese markets, but you would have thought, much like MMOs, there are companies out there that are just constantly trying to create the next Pokemon Pocket.
Yeah.
Like, and also just the IP behind that is required as well. I think that from what I've seen, obviously I'm not the target market for any of this anime stuff.
You're not.
I understand.
You really seem like that kind of guy.
I understand that there's history, art, writing, and a huge amount of effort that goes into creating anime. And I in no way mean to disrespect it by saying things like this, but a lot of these, to my eyes, seem like a fucking mismatch of random like anime culture shit. Like for that anime, the Musume thing you were talking about, right? It's just a combination of absolute fucking garbage, like slung together, right?
What concept can we ram with anime?
And that is enough to effectively target the kind of people that are looking for this kind of thing. And I guess I'm just amazed that a huge amount of people have such a different perspective to me as to what looks
wild, isn't it?
worthy of engaging with, I suppose.
To a point where you are the minority.
Yeah. I'm a goddamn minority. It's happened. I know what they're all complaining about now. Oh, no.
Old man's angry at clouds.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it is bonkers.
It's hard to picture the scale of all these things, isn't it?
And I wish all that
seeing
money
how
was going towards
crazy
something
that is.
else. But, you know, I guess there are bigger fish to fry than
We
the old
did release our own
Get Your Act.
trading cards.
We did. They didn't hit any. Did we hit millions?
We didn't hit the
No, we
millions.
didn't hit the millions. Did we
weirdly.
hit
No.
Thousands?
No, don't think so. But they were super limited, and the buzz around
And we had to
them-
pack them ourselves, which we ended up
We did
realizing that was
manually
actually
pack them.
a real job. That was a real
Turns
task.
out-
That was a lengthy period of time.
What I'm learning from this is gacha games are mostly digital, if not entirely digital. We should have just made a Hat Films digital trading card game.
But it wasn't a game. That's the issue.
Craig actually did
Craig
make
actually
one.
did put that into tabletop.
But you
so
put it in
can get
Tabletop
those.
Sim. We need our own game with monetization, Craig.
Yeah.
There they are. There's the...
But it needs. I think that the
thanks.
one thing we are lacking is wide appeal. I think that's the main
I was
thing.
going to
What?
say. It's
Wide
not that
appeal.
we're coming up with bad ideas. It's
Yeah, yeah.
about having enough people to play with them.
And there's such a mismatch of things. I mean, right now there's an image up if you are watching on Hat Chat YouTube. Pleasure Elf. There's a dirty elf opening his trousers, and I don't know how that appeals. You've cut off a few audiences, I suppose, straight away with that. Then there's me on the left, grey-haired, guy in his
Chocolate
30s.
Boys.
Who wants to see that guy? Chocolate Boys. What does that mean to someone who hasn't watched our stuff? Do you know what I mean? Whereas cutesy animated things, maybe animations which maybe are also a bit saucy, will appeal to a lot more of those.
what we should do then,
that
Ross,
certain
what
demographic.
I'm picking up what you're putting down. We release a new digital card game, but everything is very cutesy anime versions of what we've
So
done.
we all like chibi versions of us, but there's no
And it's not
visual representation
no
of
niche
what we actually look like.
references.
Yeah,
no niche references at all. Generic things like anime riding a horse.
yeah.
Just anime in general.
Just
the concept
just
of anime
just the
riding a horse.
concepts of anime. Because again, like Smith says, you just mash things together, give it an anime
Maybe that'd be
aesthetic.
cheaper to do than making plushies and trying to get that off the ground.
plushies
'cause
are
that's
expensive to
I could
Plushies
bring
and doing a
Smelly
random
Bellies back
plushie
though, I
box.
reckon.
You want to bring
I could
Smelly
start
Bellies?
sewing. And
So the
then
randomize as well
Sewing.
though, like the randomize element for us as well. It was a challenge. It's quite. We've had the opportunity and the financial expenditure to explore lots of concepts that people have tried to do, and we found out all the reasons they're hard to do. So randomizing things, as you know from all of the times we packed cards by hand over
lot
a
easier to
3-day,
do on
10-hour
Yeah,
schedule.
the random thing was
The
difficult.
cost involved in just creating random products is really, really high. Like you need something that's randomizing and distribute those in a random way. That's really counterintuitive to mass production to randomize things. And then, just creating all those art assets. Well, it's a huge amount of effort that goes into it. But like you say, all you really need is a random K-pop star, number 585, because
pick up
again,
on your brand.
that seems something worth investing in. Which of the 400 million similar K-pop stars am I going to make my one that I really love? Again, for me, it's a little bit like getting into pop music in the UK.
Well, that's it. It's a fandom. It's like anything. Like
mine is the
we-
How do I appeal
It's
to
not
people with
tailored towards
sort
us.
of
We
less discretion than me? I guess is the thing.
Well, this is it. This is what they're racking their brains. There's a bunch of suits somewhere, kind of desperately trying to figure out how to make a Labubu a thing. Then you got one creative person at the end of the table and a bunch of stiffs in their 60s or 50s just being like, oh, let's what if we can monetize this and get this factory over here, do this? They'll think of the boring stuff, but you need someone who's in on it to be like, yeah, this is a good idea, and then spearhead it. But
Well,
we just don't. We're not in that realm.
Labubu's from like
Headwise, we don't know.
2015, and they've only kicked off in recent times because of this sudden.
So
they've been around for a while.
Taken 10 years to get.
And then they got
that
bought
point.
by PopMart from 2019 when that popularity started to increase. So they had to stick around for a while before they randomly got picked up. But what of all these other toys that have not been picked up by a K-pop star? It's
I mean, it depends.
It's a luck of the draw.
That's toys. But if anything, the real thing that we should be focusing on, as we do have a YouTube channel, is a perfect format that everyone wants to see. Now that's something we might be able to do. We just haven't nailed
what we
that
haven't
yet.
done. What we haven't done
3 more years
is coordinated dancing in short skirts, doing cute songs. I think that might be our calling.
We're the dancers. I don't know if that's.
So I actually
Maybe we
thought-
could be the
I
dancers.
was thinking this as you said this.
He's writing notes down.
I was like, maybe we, and not the dancing. I mean, maybe we could do the dancing thing as the second part of it, but the first part very much could be us just trying to make a K-pop song. You know, like we could probably do something similar. I'm not, I'll run it through some fucking translation app and try and learn a little bit of Korean. Like,
Well,
They,
like
they don't always use they kind of
It's
mix.
the verses.
they mix it, right?
Yeah,
and then
the
you
verse
pick a
English.
phrase that's like, that's going to be a globally
Yeah.
spoken thing and sung thing in the audience
We could
that everyone
certainly
can
set
understand.
ourselves a challenge for this year's Jingle Jam
Yeah.
K-pop.
to try and make
K-pop
a
album.
K-pop song, and it's always kind of like quite hyper energetic, quite
Yeah.
hyper pop, isn't it? So
And then Trot can perform it with the dancing.
create a TikTok
Yeah,
dance move that we then post immediately to TikTok, and then everyone follows that trend with that song.
If we can also, Craig.
My heart
much-
goes out to you.
Oh my God, he's doing the.
And you.
I don't know
Everybody
about,
do the
don't know about
thing.
these hand
Right,
gestures.
this is what I'm saying. That we turn it into that
Oh,
because
you're
it's the
giving
heart
your
go out
heart
to you
out. You're
move.
giving
isn't
your
it?
heart out.
Oh, he's
We further
handing his
legitimize
heart
it through a
out.
K-pop song. These are my heart moves doing this.
See, that's the issue. I think that's the
You'll appeal
difficulty where
to-
we struggle with wide appeal.
Yeah.
Is
Because we're too busy taking the piss out of all these fucking lunatics that are making money.
unfortunately, and everyone loves those lunatics.
God, yeah.
There's a market for them. People want the rage bait.
Yeah.
So otherwise they've got
We
nothing
need
to
rage bait.
debate.
That's true.
If everyone's nice to each other, it's boring, isn't it?
Oh God, is it?
That's true.
Well, it's fine.
I want it to be okay now. As a guy that's mainly been hating on stuff like as my shtick for the last decade of like being the
you're
guy to
turning a
take
new
the
leaf.
negative thing.
Yeah.
It is quite exhausting now because
It
like
is.
it's almost like there's no point pointing out the stupidity of it because it's just so obviously stupid on the face front. Not talking about K-pop here, but I'm talking about like wider shit that normally we'd be like, what's going on? And instead we're just like, yeah, it's fucking nuts, isn't it? Yeah, well, yeah. But anyway, I still don't think people should be eating at Greg's.
And that's fair enough. That's
That's a solid.
Greg's is everywhere.
It's hard to
Greg's is
disagree.
rife. It's plagued the country.
I was talking to some friends about this the other day, and I think I realized like my stance on it is that essentially the problem is people say like it's cheap, and I'm like, really what we're doing is we're using Greg's as like an antidote for like worsening economic experience, right? So we're all going, wow, things are getting more and more expensive. Don't hate on Greg's. Greg's is fantastic because it provides like cheap quantities of food.
Quick and cheap.
And I'm just
sausage
like,
rolls.
what? I guess I don't, regardless of the fact of the fiscal sort of realities that everyone's facing, I think it's shit that we are almost like holding up Greg's, and they're rapidly expanding and being like, yeah, Greg's.
But what you're
Really,
describing
what
is-
we should be talking about is it's shit that we have to eat in Greg's.
They're not an
because
ambassador
everything
for the
else is
working
getting
class.
worse.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But you're
They're
just
not-
highlighting commercialization. That's the commercial situation.
They're-
But they should-
They're expanding because of that.
Because of it.
Everyone's going there.
Yeah.
Because
But
it's
also people are
cheap and
lauding them
cheerful and
for
it's
it.
quick.
Yeah,
And
they don't deserve that pedestal.
That's the business reality. What I'm saying is consumers and customers then going, it's
Thank you,
amazing.
Greg.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah, it's like, no, we're just
Craig's is exploiting the market.
yeah, exactly. We're
what they're
all
doing.
basically having to eat these garbage fucking sausage rolls because of everything else
cause he lives.
getting worse.
Ultimately, realistically, and because obviously, and they're
Yeah.
expanding because once they've got more money, the thing to do is to expand.
Yeah.
Which
There it
you've
is.
seen all of
There's us.
Gary's
There's
economics
Smith
stuff.
in Greg's.
He explains a lot of that, doesn't he, Gary?
Hold
He
on.
does. Yeah, Gary.
We've got
where-
video evidence here of Alex
listened to
Smith
his
in
book
a
recently.
Greg's buying a Greg's.
and it was
He is
terrible.
buying a
I
Greg's.
bought some chicken bits because I needed some protein.
It looks like there's a smile on your face.
it's not. There's a smile on Ross's face.
It's funny because that was also inside like an Asda or something. Well, no, it was inside like a Tesco. Where was
Sainsbury's,
that?
wasn't it?
Sainsbury's or something like that.
Saners.
I think it might have been Asda. I think they've got like a pairing or something. But yeah, the issue is that once they get capital, they have to expand, and then obviously the people at the bottom will just get poorer. That's
See-
something that we can't, as individuals, change. Which
I
is
just
annoying.
quickly Googled when is the UK getting UBI, Universal Basic Income. It turns out it's not.
That's something that you think that Wikipedia would have just given you there.
No, Wikipedia does
Yeah.
have it here. It
No,
says
no.
Universal Basic Income in the United Kingdom has not been implemented. Interest in and support for
the
it.
wealth is being hoarded, unfortunately, and I think it's one of those situations where I think realistically, much like climate change, it's going to have to pop until everyone realizes it's a real issue.
Like a
And I think that's we're living
pussy
through it.
spot
I think
that-
we're currently living through it, and people are there's those reports people do, their mums not eating their food and so their kids can eat and stuff like that, and it's like, fuck, that's pretty shit in a
I think the anecdote
built up country like
of it
ours.
being like a really pussy spot is quite spot on.
Yeah. Because if you do it too early, it's not as satisfying.
And everyone's saying, don't touch it, it's fine.
Yeah.
And then it explodes everywhere.
And then when it pops over, it's gunk all over your face.
You dip
If
your
that's
chips
the
in it.
terminology. You can dip your chips and it's that big.
So
I haven't had a big one out in a while.
obviously, this is probably a point where we say go and watch Gary's Economics, because I think we're all fairly think that Gary seems to be talking about some fairly understandable shit.
Can't go wrong with Gaza.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people don't like the way he talks, but like,
Yeah, fuck it.
I recently listened to his book, and it's quite interesting just seeing
How
his
can you
background.
listen to a book?
Mm.
It was an audiobook.
Yeah.
That's insane.
All right, oh, hang on. The concept of audiobooks. Let's go back a little bit. Those are good too. It's pretty easy and also just good on a dog walk. Anyway, he explains because he was
Does he
a
get someone
trader.
else to narrate it?
No, he did it,
Yeah.
which is probably a good thing. I like it when the author reads their own book.
Unless they
In
can't.
most
yeah, me
cases,
too.
yeah,
Yeah,
because
it's
I think
really
it's
nice.
like
You get
hearing
the
from their
monologue.
voice.
Yeah, yeah.
They were the ones who, in this case, experienced the situations, so they can,
Is he running
tone
for,
right.
like, is he creating a party?
I don't know. I'm not sure, but it's a very interesting
Probably.
book, trading game. Not to promote necessarily, but yeah, very interesting. And you just finished it, but you hear a background of what he's been through and what he's learned through that to then represent something, rather than these people who are like, oh, I don't listen to experts, whatever. It's like, well, you really should. Like, they're an expert, and I think it's really stupid to just say, do your own research. 'Cause we're not all going to get out
It is stupid,
PhDs.
Ross. I don't know who the fuck is saying I don't listen to experts, but they are stupid.
Michael Gove said that once. Michael, he's
Well, their government did well, didn't it?
exactly, but
I can't get over the fact that you listen to a book.
it's pretty cool. Pretty
How does
cool.
that work?
Really? What are you talking about?
You only get 15 hours on Spotify Premium before you have to pay for an extra package for audiobooks.
So you
now.
open the book up,
You press the button, you press
and
the
where
play.
does the sound come from?
Comes through the headphones that I've got, which are wireless.
So you're plugging headphones into a book. Is it like one of those cards you get from Clinton Cards?
Yes, really long version of that.
It
Hello,
is, yeah.
happy birthday.
I
just
close it
continue.
again. It's restarted.
God, imagine. I mean,
Nightmare.
what bit rate is that recorded at on those
Oh,
cards?
the worst, like tiny little speaker thing.
Probably like
Because they're
16 bit, right?
they always really shit. You wouldn't want to record anything into them of any worth. It's just happy birthday.
So do you look at the word on the page and then it's spoken back to you?
No, you just listen to
This
it.
is such a
Press
long
play.
bit.
I don't. It's just I
It's
don't know
a-
where
it's-
it's going.
Where's the payoff here, Christopher?
But
The payoff is the
it's
journey.
good. It was a very interesting read, and obviously it highlighted how basically people get richer off of national disasters and tragedies as well, like such as COVID recently. But in the 2008 financial crash, wealthy people got really, really rich. And then they don't. What they do with their money is they just invest it back into property and other things and assets, and then we all end up renting those properties off of them, and then it's more of a struggle to get onto that ladder to do that yourself. You have to be rich in the first place, essentially. That's kind of like really how it's, and I think that's not really anything new to anyone.
No.
And what's kind of annoying is like when you listen to this stuff, it's kind of you feel helpless because there's not really much you can do. Because even in a government like Labour, you think they might try and encourage taxing people who are wealthy beyond tens of millions of pounds. And they're too scared to. They don't want to scare these people off because ultimately they are also kind of bought by these people. These people run the country, and we all have to kind of bend our knee to their whim. And they are Greg's.
I just looked up Andrex
Yeah?
in COVID, and
Well,
yeah,
you
they
should.
had soaring profits.
I bet they did. Yeah. God, of course they did.
Because of the toilet roll.
Absolutely. I mean, isn't that crazy? Yeah. If that doesn't encourage
Like
you to get a
say,
B-Day, I mean...
people profit from disasters. There's going to be...
Yeah, well, that's it. I mean, obviously, then you saw all the kind of governmental issues where they handed out contracts to all their pals and whatnot.
What I want to know
Once they got the money, they've got it.
From this magical audio-based book
Yes, go on.
from Gary,
Yeah, Gary.
what
Gary
does
the
he
bookmaker.
suggest as what's the solution
This is the thing.
here?
In this book, this is about...
He's just outlining
this isn't
things.
about, like, solving the current situation. This was about him
Informing.
getting a job at, like, in his late teens as a trader, and then being like the best trader, earning silly amounts of money, and
Right.
then most of his money, like that he earned from that, was when there were drastic issues with the economy. or earthquakes.
I've
or
seen
like,
his YouTube videos. He doesn't
So
look
his,
wealthy.
his solution, he is. The solution that's I'm pretty sure that's a fucking set they use for his videos. I mean, it might be one of his houses, but it's
the kitchen?
the
thing.
kitchen. Yeah. He's definitely
But
extremely wealthy.
this book does
What he-
explain that he doesn't live like. This is part of it.
Takes a lot of holidays.
Yeah. No, he doesn't. He said he
take
doesn't
a lot
live
of holidays.
lavishly. He was literally like
But he has money though.
depressed. He was literally just like, yeah, he's got loads of money.
Yeah, that's why I think the thing.
And he was like walking around with holes in his shoes, and he said there's something wrong. This is like, he's not enjoying his money.
No,
That's the point. But like he doesn't want to live.
He has guilt.
lavishly, essentially.
His guilt, which is good, which is what these people.
That's a good
you
point.
need.
Sorry, from our live studio audience, it's a weird coincidence that his last name is Economics.
Yeah, no, I know.
It's
like
really, yeah,
the whole
I mean,
family of
imagine
economics.
that. Yeah. So if anything, there's an air of nepotism in it.
Yeah. So in terms of what to do, what comes next, his line is, well, him and whatever little group of people he's currently working with is tax wealth, not work. So people should not be making vast amounts of money by simply owning things. They should produce something. They should be productive. And people who are producing things, that are providing services, that are doing things other than inflating the cost of assets by buying them, which is what they're doing, the people who work shouldn't be taxed anywhere near as much, and the burden of a lot of these taxes should come on the wealthy landowners and asset owners. Yeah, and also things like, I mean, what's important is, as the working and middle classes of this country and the majority of the people in this country, we don't tear each other apart and become divided and useless and let these feudal overlords control our lives. It's very tempting to say things like sharpen the guillotine, which I think ultimately does need to happen. We need to create an environment in our country and all over the world where these ultra-rich minorities need to understand that they don't live in our countries and enjoy our culture and enjoy our work without paying a lot, in fact. And it's about creating pressure for these ultra-high net worth individuals to not hold on to all of their wealth and all of their assets. And if we don't do that, and if they don't change, and if they don't start paying a much larger share, the countries that they live in, that they love, the houses that they buy houses in, will become absolute fucking hellholes. And doesn't matter how big the fence is, fucking 55 million of us are getting over that fence. So it's just a fiscal reality that people in these ultra high bands need to accept, because
it's quite clever what they've done because they've convinced a lot of people in the working class that taxing multimillionaires is a bad thing. That taxing being a billionaire is a good thing, and that if they've earned their money fair and square, which is from a perspective of from them working hard. Because they know they work hard. They're like, that's my money. That's how I've earned it. If I earned $1 million, then I want to know that I've worked hard for it. But they need to. But I think it's framing it and kind of like seeing it from a perspective that is like, they haven't done that though. They've sat their money somewhere else, earning money off of their backs.
People working.
And I think it's so hard to picture those things. And I think that's the problem, is that you get into that mindset of like, well, what if I become a millionaire? I don't want to be ostracized like this. When it's like, realistically, that's not going to happen. You're not going to become a billionaire
now. Modern day, right? There's a big disruptive element coming where people that are working are losing jobs to AI.
Yeah,
what's that going to do for the economics?
Well, this could be the popping. There could be the popping moment, couldn't it? Really, I think people say it's going to improve our lives. And we have loads of free time and get paid all get paid the same. It's like, yeah, that's a dream.
Is that the white spot on the top of that spot? That's like the
it's
spot
coming.
On
spot, one spot.
The pus is right on the surface now.
I think there are two ways we get out of a fucking horrible future.
From iRobot.
There are two ways we get out of a horrible future. One is the method I just explained, which I hope is the one we end up using, as in redistribution of wealth, understanding that we're all in the same society, and
we use our
have such
voting power.
You cue Hamilton's Rise Up.
Voting power, but also just like zeitgeist, talking about it, educating about like the fact that billionaires' wealth is not related to millionaires' wealth in any way in terms of the scale. Education is always really important, understanding that, and people calling for that more and more, not letting it divide us, not that these issues divide us as a voting base. But the second way that we avoid the hellscape that I personally see us living through is AI might solve some of the questions we don't have answers to. So I think what's happening in a way, we've got these big oligarch style like people at the top of these companies, right? They have all of the world's wealth right now. You know, Meta chucking out these just like write your own check wages.
Bezos, Altman, Musk.
Yeah, because they've realized that they don't know how to get off the ride anymore. They don't know how to get off the ride, right? They are terrified. Like, so first of all, I think AI in a part is their attempt at making a god. So I really genuinely believe that. These people are so detached from reality and have so much wealth and power. They are essentially demigods. And now they need something other than themselves, because it's terrifying to know that you're at the top of everything and knowing the inner workings of your own mind. Like, everybody else sees you as a leader and they're like, well, yeah, you're the naturally the most powerful here.
You deserve this.
Exactly. But in reality, they're probably shitting their fucking pants. I mean, obviously with a healthy sandwich of drug-addled delusion that they're also all going through. But no, I think that they're trying to make a god that then gives them the answers to a future they don't know how to solve. You know, climate change is going to kill us all, regardless of how rich you are. You know, when all the trees are dead and all the rivers are polluted, you can't eat money, right? Like... So they are looking for something that gives them this answer. And I think, you know, there is a slim fucking chance, I'll talk about something else in a second, which is really fun and terrifying. There's a slim fucking chance that it could help us solve climate change. It could help us redistribute wealth. It could help us find the cure to cancer, to Alzheimer's, to like all of these
the issue is
huge problems. Because currently none of the money is going towards actually solving those problems.
Yeah.
It's all going towards AI. So it needs to. Otherwise we're all dead.
If AI is this completely neutral data that is processed by everybody, problem is it's not. It's owned by corporations, trained by private entities with an agenda ultimately. So if those answers even come about and they find out that, oh, redistribution of wealth is how we solve everything, that means they have to sacrifice a bunch in order to get to that point. So
yeah, I think it's naive.
I think they'd hide that answer.
Yeah, it's naive to think that these companies are going to come up with AI-like solutions, sack most of their workforce, and then, you know, use this AI or whatever, and somehow give these people money or something, which I don't think is going to happen.
The other part of the problem is not
like,
solved, is it?
Once they get rid of them, they like, if you were the head of a company, you're like, oh, you can save millions and millions of pounds a year by just doing this one thing, use AI, and then unfortunately you'd have to get rid of other people. They're going to do that.
Yeah.
There's no way that they're not moral keepers of like morality. They are like they're trying to get their bottom line higher because that's what you have to do.
And we're seeing the results
until it bursts.
Lack of morality.
Because it will get to that point.
Yeah.
So,
here's the terrifying thing.
Here's the really scary thing that I think probably is going to happen.
90%, 100%.
Everything until now suggests that this is probably going to happen in terms of human nature. The US and China are essentially locked in a Cold War, an arms race, much like when we were developing nuclear weapons. They are trying to get to superintelligence, AGI. Both of them are.
It's like the space race.
And whoever gets there first, exactly. Whoever gets there first beats, controls, and destroys the opposite one, right? So if one of them gets superintelligence and the other one doesn't, right? This superintelligence, this thing that we can ask just so many questions, and with like government integration or government approval, you could then just put it through all of your weapons, like Palantir and shit, doing all of these things, right?
Which Mr. Trump has approved of.
And they will try, and like people within these companies have said it as well, they will try and, you know, dominate China. Like not in terms of invading or anything like that, but they will try and keep this technological edge over China for as long as they possibly can, because they want to maintain the global order of the US being at the top, right? They cannot have it any other way. So ultimately, when these superintelligences are created, it won't just be, oh, fuck, I got a new model on my phone. That all goes away. We don't get any of that. We don't get any of that. It becomes the nuclear weapon, and it becomes entirely controlled by whoever's in power, whether that be a democratically elected government, which I don't think it's going to be. I think it'll be like, for example, you could argue a lot of democratically elected governments nowadays aren't actually democratic at all because of the amount of lobbying, all that shit involved. So essentially, yeah, they take
lobbying.
They take away the fire. Who was the Greek who stole fire from the gods? Damn it! I wish I was
not the guy that rolled the ball up the hill.
But they take this fire. They take this magical god's fire, and they take it away from everybody else, and then we find out what kind of world we live in post new nuclear weapon, right? Post new AI. Prometheus, that was it. Like, and I think that is the actual future. We are. Welcome to Hat Chat. I'd love to. I hope. I praying the god that they are creating is the one that solves so many of our problems because it could.
I think I'd rather they pray to that than Donald Trump, though. Like,
yeah, but
that's
Donald
mental.
Trump's just a fucking
That's like,
manifestation of like
know,
like the reflection of America. Like, I mean, he's, don't get me wrong, he's an individual scumbag that's doing huge damage
Yeah.
to the
God.
whole world.
yeah.
But at the same time, like, if it wasn't him, it'd probably be someone else. And
Oh,
at least
yeah,
he's
yeah.
gonna die soon. So like,
From a technological standpoint, to kind of diffuse some of the worry of AGI, I don't think the way we're trending right now means that AGI is coming based off of the technology we have right now.
there is that. We may not be able to find it.
I think the fundamental way we're doing large language models doesn't then create sentience and general intelligence from it.
Yeah.
I think it gets very, very close at mimicking said thing, but it's not going to be the thing.
But make no mistake, the US and China are trying to do it.
This
Well,
is
I
the-
mean, that means
yeah.
they're listening to us. In which case, I, for one, welcome our new overlords. I think
actually love
they are
this
doing
new
a great
god.
thing.
Yeah. No, you're right. Like, you're right.
trending
Yeah.
towards it based on how they're training their server farms right now. However, like you say, all attention is on this race, government backed, with all the money in the world
Literally.
thrown at it. So this
Yeah.
is like the culmination of all human endeavor.
Yeah.
It's like getting all your little workers on that in Age of Mythology, getting your end
Wonder.
Yeah.
The wonder is AGI, and you're throwing everything you can at it.
Or your Titan Gate.
Your Titan
It's
Gate.
probably a better metaphor.
It's your Titan Gate.
So you can get your Titan
But
out
you
of the
don't know
ground,
what's
go and
coming
kill
through.
the guy's Titan.
It's like, this thing's going to come through and save us all, right?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's destroying everything. It's decided that we are not worthy. So yeah, that's, to dampen the fire a little bit. AGI, I don't think we're not trending towards it in its current iteration.
Yeah, and honestly, it may. If it fucking solves climate change, I'll live in a feudal society.
It probably would.
But surely they have to solve climate change for their own benefit. Whoever's
Yeah, right, you think
utilizing it.
that.
Otherwise, it's like, what is the point? It's just like, well,
short-term game.
it's a downward trend, but let's just
It's like, how can
dominate.
it-
What
how
do you
can it-
dominate when you're gone?
Well,
Isn't that a great question?
a lot of them will be gone in
Yeah.
like the next 2 decades. They're all older, apart from Sam Altman, I guess. Bezos is 60s, right?
The Palantir guy's pretty young.
Yeah. So is it going to change their monthly, quarterly revenue? That's what they'll see. Is like, if I implement these changes to climate change, is my next month's pay packet going to be higher than before? If not, if it's going to be like a massive decrease because you have to invest into climate change, they're not going to do it because they're living on a month-by-month basis, right? Or a day-to-day basis rather than like projecting 20 years ahead.
Also, like, climate change is just like a fucking, like, not marginalized issue, but like, you have departments of climate change.
Yeah.
You have like head of climate. Like, it's like, as if it's like, right, we've got to do this as well as worry about all the other stuff. And it's like, no, it's
the
out of the
thing.
box now, and we've seen what humankind is currently willing to do when presented with this thing, and they're like, and this is it. We're sat in it. This is how much change we get. We're getting 2.5 degrees of climate change, temperature climate change. That's happening. We're not going to get below that, right?
Fuck,
I don't want to talk about it.
I saw a video of, so there was a fire on a plane, and they were landed already. There was a battery or pack or something caught on fire. And they all had to leave the plane, but they weren't leaving. They were trying to get their bags and stuff. They were all just staying on the plane. I thought that's the perfect example of like climate change, where the fire is where you are, and obviously you're in a vehicle filled with fuel that could just blow up at any point, and you're all just kind of like squabbling, and you're stuck in a place. You're just trying to grab the things you've got, but like you aren't
My
just attending to the
belongings.
fact that there's a fire here, and we could all get out and we could all be safe, but we're just going to stay in it until it blows up.
Yeah.
Because we want our things.
It's the
And that's kind of the money is our thing.
Yeah.
And that's what people are doing. They're trying to get
Yeah.
more money, and they're waiting in this
You're
thing
right.
until it blows up in their face and go, now we've got to solve something.
And on top
And
of that,
there's only so much you can do once it's happened.
the ones that think about the bigger picture, want to escape that plane, can't get past the people.
You can't, you're stuck.
Block it.
You're stuck because they're in the way.
That's the other
The galleries only go so
part
far.
of
The
it.
chairs are in the way. You can't clamber over.
I'm just trying to get my
You've
big
got to hope
fucking
that those
suitcase
people
down.
aren't brain dead, but most of them are. And that's what the people in power want, because that's easy to control, a brain dead society.
Yeah, ultimately. It's
They're
cool.
all wearing their caps and
I
cheering
think
their
this
names.
could be the way we get super viral as we go
Dooming.
the doomy gloomy, and
I've been trying that for years, Trot.
But we speak for the
We're
people.
talking to people who listen to this all the time.
Well, they are.
So we
yeah,
do talk about AI all the time as well. And it's
sorry
like it
about
does.
that.
Yeah, it comes up. It's
the
in
most
the news
important
cycle.
technology of our fucking
It comes up all the
times
time.
right
It
now.
is. Yeah, it's something we use and is utilized in everything we use anyway.
It's gone beyond
whether
a
you
joke.
are aware of it or not.
But we do appreciate that you guys are listening to us. Thank you very much. We do appreciate that the vast majority of you think exactly like us, and I guess whilst it's really nice, I think I've spoken about this before, to have a platform to vent my concerns and frustrations, I hope that that isn't too off-putting to you, listener, because I do still want a job.
It is also important to note that you as an individual, like Smith has got this platform, for example, we've all got this platform to vent our feelings.
Yeah. We're not offering solutions, are we? We can't.
Well, but we're using this as leverage to like feel better by getting it out there.
Yeah.
You can find your own ways of doing said things. There's ways in which you can. So if you feel
this is
like
a better help ad.
But like it's there
and
are things
anyway,
you do,
our first sponsor in years.
even though the leadership may not be there's various forms of leadership, left or right, whichever it is, like, and some of them are doing a shit job. Look at our current government. It's you expected better, and this is what we got.
So people going back to a more positive thing, hopefully more positive anyway, in terms of actual change, meaningful change. Gary, maybe bless his name. Apparently, Gary's economics. I'm very aware of.
It's Gary Stevenson's name.
It's Gary Stevenson's. I'm very aware of holding up individuals as the answer to questions, because it's often not the choice.
We need
truth.
more Garys.
But people like him and his team are probably going to end up creating another form of populist government party. I think that's what will happen. So yes, we're worried that Labour are doing a shit job. People who are, a good argument against that is that they've only had a year. Things take time. They have 5. People need to be more patient. Absolutely. It's going to take time for Labour to do a better job and to show the fruits of their labours.
Nice.
But most people in the UK, at least, are worried that Reform, which is essentially a populist right-wing oligarch-funded party, again, something that, hey, the Russians might have wanted to fund. Who knows whether they're involved? They probably are. To help destabilise our country and to make us more divided and to give us no real action plan for the future, because, England, who's just a bunch of fucking idiots led by a liar and an embezzler, Tyson Farage, are not the answer to our future. And we all know it. I think we all know it. But when we get people who do care, who do feel guilt about being so fucking rich, like Gary and other people around him, we could hopefully form a populist party that could beat Reform.
His wasn't necessarily built of guilt. His was awareness of where finances were going, awareness that it's not going to change anytime soon, and the fact that it was just, this bubble that's blowing up bigger and bigger and bigger. And the people at the bottom will never retreat. That there is no such thing as a trickle down. That's not a thing.
Mm-hmm.
It just isn't. And he was aware of that. He was seeing it happen. He was desperately trying to get out of his job, but they were like dangling these bonuses above him and saying, no, you can't leave unless you do this. Moved him around the world. He eventually got his money out. But he was aware of it, and I think he's then trying to educate people who are from his background who don't know about this stuff. And,
That's good.
So and it's educational barriers, which people just don't have access to. And obviously that's, you see it in America where they're, closing down educational establishments or areas in the government specifically because they know it benefits them.
This is the other thing of AI as well. It is another way of placating people from searching for their own truths.
Yeah.
AI can give you immediate answers without having to do the work anymore.
Yeah.
So it's even easier to subject us to manipulation and make us easier.
I find it wild that anyone trusts
submitting
Grok at all. I don't know, because obviously I couldn't trust Grok. I know that sometimes it comes up with some very interesting responses, but anything that Elon Musk touches, you can't.
You try and get
it.
ChatGPT to talk about any kind of major controversial issue as well.
Is
They've
it
really so a couple of things yesterday. I wanted to submit a report to OpenAI to be like, ChatGPT is still stroking egos like crazy. There's no wonder that delusions are becoming so common. I had a little thing where I was just, quite clearly the AI is just laying out all of this fucking ego stroking.
You're absolutely
shit.
right.
So it used things like, that's a really clear-eyed vision. Like they're really enabling.
You
terms.
should murder all these people.
Exactly, but it's really good at making.
But I think you can ask it to not do that as well.
You can.
But
I've
then
tried.
By default, it's just like that's a very great idea.
Yeah, great
like,
idea. I'll reduce that. But there's so much of this like delusion happening now that. But trying to report that to AI very fucking difficult. I tried to. But yeah, no,
it's not in their best interest to improve it in that way.
Well, I think they'll go the way of voice assistants as well. It's like, Siri and Google Assistant, the ones that rule on their system. They've completely abandoned those systems now because they're focusing on AI, but they're not focusing on integrating the AI into those systems. No. Because they don't care, because they're going to move on from things like ChatGPT 4 as soon as they can close up shop and just make it a government-only affair. We're in the golden age of usage right now. Much like any new technological product, you get the first year or two is consumer focus, where the consumer gets great deals, access to the most amazing service. And then there's a next phase where it becomes trying to rinse the consumer for as much as they're worth and looking for other wider corporate capability. Data collection is normally where they'll go next. They already are. But I'm
actually interested to know how many people have actually sent their info in for this censorship thing. So where now certain websites you can't access. Not just porn websites, by the way, although those are the primary ones they were trying to target. But there are educational platforms that you have to send in your driving license or do a Face ID scan. I'm interested in how many people have actually bothered to do that, because it's that is the biggest. It's just, how can you trust it? I don't see how you can trust it, and it seems kind of a bit of a misstep from the government to just go, yeah, we're just going to put this in, because it's huge censorship. I know, obviously, it's time. The
sure
aim is to protect children, which I think is a good, very moral thing, and I think that's good. Children are fucked from the internet's going to be crazy. It's crazy for people growing up, but just putting a ban on something like that is nuts.
Very quickly as well.
Very well. I think I think it's something that Theresa May's government enacted originally. It's just taken it this long to kind of come into motion.
I see.
But this is it. So, it comes into the case of monitoring all this other stuff. It's a huge breach.
I feel like
of
the
privacy,
whole saving children thing is their way of getting it in.
Yeah.
And then it can only get more draconian and more data-y from there.
But annoyingly, it plays into the hands of the people like Reform and stuff, because it is just because then they'll go, I want big change. Obviously, Tories were shit. So what else do you have? Greens. No one's going to go for Greens.
No.
We voted for Greens.
I did, yeah, but we got Greens, didn't we?
We got them.
Locally, we do get them.
But that's not making wider change, unfortunately.
It's not, is it?
And, you need a massive twatty mouthpiece like Farage.
You need a populist. Unfortunately. We are in a populist phase where we need superstars. We need big personalities. We do have them on the left. I think Gary is a very good example of one. Very good example.
Lineker.
Gary Lineker was as well. Fuck, man. If I was,
but then they use their magic
PR,
word, don't they? They use their magic word to shut them all down.
What?
Woke.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter anymore. Woke's dead. You saw South Park. Woke is dead. It's true. Woke is dead. I don't give a fuck. I'm not trying to brigade. I'm not trying to virtue signal anymore. I just want everybody to have a fair shot. Everybody to get, just a fucking half decent life. And I don't think that's woke anymore. And I think that's generally what people on both sides of the aisle are starting to understand, is that it's not, we've been divided. We have been divided. The masses have been divided. And anything that leads to division between us, just fucking chuck it out, because if you ain't sharpening the guillotine, you're wasting your time.
So we should be welcoming Reform voters, but
we should really, yes, we should. I mean, I don't think many people do that. I think many people try and engage politically with other people, and it's tiring, and we're not all really good at it.
I think it's difficult because, isn't it? It's one of those situations where, I guess you have it in the States now, where it's you have, the Democrats, and they only have a two-party system, so it's pretty shit. But you have the Democrats versus Republicans. Democrats are trying to do everything legally by the book, but when the other side isn't willing to do that or doesn't give a shit about that, how do you fight that?
I don't
Especially when the left is full of the comedians, actors. And then, we've got all of the.
And then when they're trying to try and get through, because if they do cheat or something, they're just as bad as the other side. It's how the fuck are they supposed to break those barriers without eventually, having some sort of revolution or something? I don't know.
Sharpen those guillotines.
Because it does seem fucking nuts that, they can get away with so much blatantly in the open. That's what they're doing in the open as well.
Maybe what we can do as Hat Films is start desensitizing the idea of public execution, like guillotines.
Desensitize. We'll start each video with a public execution. Oh God, that was shocking the first few times, but now I'm just bored.
So it used to be a family affair, used to go to the town square. Everyone used to be well into it.
They're killing that thief. They're they're crushing him with like loads of rocks slowly.
I love the slow one.
The slow one, God, he's not dead. It's
You really
10
get bang
minutes.
for your buck with that one.
Yeah. Also, like, you know, as was mentioned in chat, like, what if we just take the highest net individual each day, redistribute their wealth?
Until they're like, okay, I don't want to die anymore.
Yeah.
I'll redistribute my wealth before you kill me.
Yeah. Unless you
That's
can
a
just
great
convince
idea.
a large mass of people to go, yeah, well, they earned their wealth fairly, didn't they? So
Yeah,
let's just
look at
make
him.
sure they have their money. It's just like,
He needs
you're
that.
just fucking starving yourself.
Yeah.
It's-
No,
but yeah, I mean,
again,
we can go in circles with this, I suppose. This
we
is what
have.
I
Do you want to know
would say.
something crazy? Something fun?
Go on, round us off
Kind
with
of.
something fun.
Yeah, fun news.
14 years ago, in 2011, an individual opened 8 different crypto wallets and deposited £1,100 or dollars worth of crypto into each of them. 14 years after not even touching or doing any more transactions at all, they mysteriously sold all their Bitcoin. They went from an investment of $8,000 to a total worth of $1.1 billion. And nobody really knows what the fuck happened. 14 years, they didn't touch it. The best case is they were in prison, right? So the best guess is...
Oh, right, they didn't touch it for that long.
Exactly.
Because,
They put all of the remainder of their...
That's
That's
not-
not
gains-
like a crazy amount of money to put into
No,
something.
not at all.
Like,
Not at all. So let's say they were a small-time drug dealer. They're going to prison. Well, 14 years for a small-time drug dealer for $8,000. It's not worth it, is it?
It's a big
But
crime.
they put it in.
Maybe in the States.
They did their 14-year stretch. They come out. They sell it all. They're a billionaire. How crazy is that story?
That
like,
is crazy because
it's
also
like a Shawshank Redemption sort of shit.
Also, what's wild about that is that how does that account into actual
Impact on the economy.
Yeah, because obviously if you take out £1 billion when you know inflation is that's not
Who gives
related
you
on
that?
to inflation.
How
is
do
it?
You sell it to the market. So you would sell that Bitcoin on a marketplace.
Yeah, they'll buy it, and that's because it says
So a billionaire's going to buy that.
No, it's because
They'll sell it.
coins
It'll
could be
probably
split
take a
into
little
tiny
dip,
granular
but,
amounts. So
And it gets bought up in tiny increments.
by the whole market rather than big individuals.
see.
Yeah, but like they sold it, and so they are now a billionaire. But I mean, imagine being the bank manager of a small bank, as this person
well, they
says,
suddenly put that in.
and a guy just suddenly has $1 billion in his account.
Well, they'll get investigated immediately.
Yeah.
There's
be
no way you wouldn't
fraudulent,
audit.
right? Like, all
I mean,
those transactions
you'd audit
coming
like 50 grand if it suddenly came out of nowhere.
Yeah, absolutely. No, you'd
They'd
have
be
to
like,
pay
where did
tax
this
on
come
it.
from?
Yeah.
You have to pay. Yeah, you have to pay tax on it.
Probably a few $100 million.
Well,
But the US is probably shaking that person's hand because it's global. Crypto is a global market, right? So if you pay tax within the US, you're essentially localizing that
you've
profit
boosted that economy.
to US. Yeah, exactly. So like they're like,
From-
thank you very much.
From the whole
Well,
world.
that's why they're pushing crypto so much.
Exactly.
Depends where you're selling
That's why
it
there's a
to.
government-based Ponzi scheme set up in the US, where the US pushed crypto so hard because they used it as a strategic asset. Because crypto so largely focuses on hype and people trying to read the market in who's lately bought into this Ponzi scheme. The government of the US essentially just pushed it using government-level pushing to further inflate it, pump it. I mean, they did it even more with local Donald Trump and Melania Trump's cryptocurrencies. Again, I don't need to go into this because you guys all know how fucking crooked and crazy this
I know
is.
people are saying they're going to pay half the tax. They won't. If you would open it in some like the Seychelles or some shit.
Yeah.
Like, if you had an account in there, you ain't paying tax.
Depends how smart you are.
Well,
With
$500 million is still a lot more than...
But
It's all silly numbers. Yeah.
you say it's a global economy, right?
Yeah.
But if you do like Melania Trump coin, that only really appeals to a local nation.
Not anymore because...
Dollars are used everywhere. Aren't they?
Well, not just that, though. It's the way that the crypto markets work is a huge amount of purchases are algorithmic. So they will simply look at trends on coins. They won't look at the source of the coin, the location of the coin,
Right.
the name of the coin, any of that. They will look
So
at
why are they
trends.
marketing it in that way?
Why they market? Because that starts. So you seed it. So Melania Trump gets released, right? 100 million fucking idiots who love Melania and Donald
Just
Trump.
gives it some value.
That gives it the value, exactly.
Right.
So it's the identity. It's like the Korean thing. We're back at the Lulu boo fucking
Lulu
things.
Labubu.
It's the same deal, basically. They've just gone, hey, this is a
cool.
product. I've attached to it. I'm going to promote it. If you get in on my product with me, we'll all get rich, right? And so that's what they did initially. Then other wider global traders would have gone, look at that. The president of the United States and his wife have started a crypto coin. That's probably going to have some traction. We should buy into part of that with our portfolio. And then equally, they'll have really powerful tools that will probably watch the decline and choose when to buy out because those coins have now crashed.
Yeah,
So,
of course.
Oh yeah.
It's just
It's an
fucking...
awkward time to announce a hat coin.
Oh, it's an awful time to do that.
It's the best
We should have done that
opportunity.
before the doom and gloom
Yeah,
stuff.
but that's it's
Yeah.
high. It's very expensive right now, but obviously
It would have plummeted after this. So.
You need to get in on our fucking NFTs as well.
I'd
There's
love
a
it if
picture
you
of
stopped
Chris
swearing.
Rock.
Are they? I mean,
You both been swearing.
NFTs.
like
Swear
Sam.
coin.
NFTs still can't be a thing, is it?
NFTs, they haven't managed to get enough people to buy into that Ponzi scheme, so it's
I
not
think
quite
that
stable
one
enough.
was, yeah. I mean, we saw that at the time. It's quite silly. Very silly. JPEGs. With no copyright ownership. It was just,
It was
it
absurd.
wasn't for nothing. I mean,
NFTs have died a death now,
it's all
right?
silly, isn't it?
It's all gone.
Yeah, it's just it's
concept
all
of
about
it.
reaching critical mass where you get enough of civilization to be intrinsically fucked if this thing goes wrong, right? It's like the housing market, right?
It's like
a
AI.
Ponzi scheme. Like exactly. It's like AI. If you get enough of society intrinsically fucked by the thing that they've bought into, you've got a product that can't die. You cannot fail because too many people have now invested into the housing market for it to go wrong. Otherwise, it destroys everything. And crypto's at the same point. Bitcoin, at least, has got to the point where so many people are invested now that if it goes wrong, global financial crisis. So,
Yeah, but I don't think governments would bail out Bitcoin.
no, they wouldn't.
They bailed out the markets because obviously, they've encouraged families, since
Yeah.
Theresa May was in power to buy a property where you can. 'Cause
And then the
that's,
banks enabled it, and then the stampology duty enabled
so yeah,
it.
look, it's become the foundation of the country's economy, well, the world's economy, the global economy.
Now, you're not guaranteed this, but if you become a member or a patron subscriber, that's ultimately like investing into Hatcoin.
It is,
in a
yeah.
sense.
In that when it hits a certain number, it is released.
We'll make
and
sure
that's
that the
on a daily
receipts-
basis. It's a daily raffle almost.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It just comes. Another video comes out.
Your
and then-
likelihood of getting a Hatcoin is much, much higher than not being a member.
Yeah.
Of course.
And don't worry too much. All you have to do to escape it is to have a job that pays more than 6 figures, win the lottery, or
But
have a large
substantially
family that all
above 6
die at
figures
the
as
same
well.
time.
Yeah.
Substantially above 6 figures as well.
Yeah.
So obviously if you hit 6 figures, you're then knocked back down a few pegs because of the tax system. So then you have to be earning
Way above that.
substantially above that to get any real benefit.
So just do the
It's
lottery. is
so
what I'm
bizarre,
saying.
isn't it?
The
It's-
lottery's a quick win.
People say lottery is the tax for people that can't do maths. Well, the maths are all fucked. So,
You may as well.
Just do that.
Or be born rich. That's another good one.
Oh yeah, that's
That
a good
is
one.
a quality
that's a really,
one. If
really
you
good one.
can
And
be
that's,
born
you know,
rich.
Ideally be born rich or
that-
into
it
wealth.
Can happen, yeah.
I will say that does come with its own caveats. Obviously, money is the biggest challenge that most people face in their modern life. So really, can't give them too much.
Enjoy your life.
Like
Maybe that's the
slack.
other question. Maybe that's the other kind of theory. Just kind of enjoy what you do.
I like to point at clouds.
I think
Because that's if you can get the best out of life, that's the important thing, isn't it?
that's a double-bladed sword.
Because you need money to do good. So it depends.
Well, no,
Depends
not
on-
really, because you could enjoy your life and not have loads of money.
Yeah, yeah.
But in order to do that, you'd need to not look too far into anybody else's garden, right?
Yeah.
Like that's the challenge.
But some people don't, and I think that's quite a blissful way of doing things, I suppose.
it's all relative, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's all relative. I wish I'd never tried a Greg's because now I can't find a sausage roll that's better
Oh, yeah.
physically.
This brief breadfruit said just jork it all day long, which I think is now a problem because
Yeah.
of the recent laws changes. So
But yeah, you've got to use a VPN now just to jork it. There's jorking
Yeah.
tax. There is jorking tax. We are being taxed to jork. And are we getting any of that money? No. NordVPN's getting that money. And why aren't they sponsoring this podcast?
Yeah, they really
Come on,
should.
guys.
They once did.
This
Well,
is
no,
all
maybe
a
not
big
this
advert.
podcast, but they've certainly sponsored this in the past.
It's because we're promoting them without even doing anything.
That's true.
I did look at buying some woods in Wales, funnily enough. Looked into buying woodland. You can't do anything with it. That's the problem. So we could buy woods in Wales and live there, but we'd be living outside. We'd be outside people.
Tree
Did you hear
people.
about that festival
Tree
that
folk.
bought a load of land, but they couldn't use it because a load of birds, specific
Rare species.
rare species of birds, nested, and they just had they just couldn't utilize the land for years, so they just lost their money. Imagine doing that and just oh fuck it, what's the problem? Why can't we have a festival here? Just notice a load of eggs over there. It's like what the fuck? Actually, I mean that's a good way to fuck someone over if you really wanted to just try and force.
There's
nest.
a tree in my garden that neighbours are really annoyed that it's so big, but because it's being nested, tree surgeons will not touch it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, sorry.
What kind of tree is it?
It's a nice big tree. I've forgotten the name of
Is
it.
it a fir?
No,
Conifer? No?
no.
Okay.
I imagine there's probably a lot of people who would probably just be malicious and keep it on the hush and just crash those eggs.
Well, for sure. There's some interesting documentaries about in Scotland, especially, that has a very, very. I mean, it's just the wildlife, and I mean, Scotland is very, very interesting as a country if you want to look at trying to maintain both economies and the natural world. They've been trying really hard to try and do this, but what happens quite a lot is things like peregrine falcons and other protected species start nesting on lands, and it provides these legal and financial implications. So they have these sort of dodgy fuckers that get hired to literally go and to take the eggs, destroy the nests. They had people killing the falcons. They would kill the falcons and ditch them. There was all this secret footage of like these sort of crooked gillies, as we'll call them,
You can see it happening,
going and killing all these things.
Yeah, it's
and it's sad because really what it is it's a failure of nuanced legislation more than anything. Like, you know, again, maybe AI can come up with that if we give it all of the power to be our ultimate governor. It can go, oh, you know what? We can do both. We can do both. We can have an event on this land and also have these birds nest in a certain way, because guess what? I've come up with this like fucking nesting system that's going to be fine for the birds.
I know exactly what the species requires. Needs.
Because all of these things, like currently there are all these human councils that are trying to do these things. It sounds so much like
Human
I'm pitching AI.
It really is. Yeah.
But like really, if you think about it, we have so many devolved, like people are like, fucking, it's gone mad. All this shit has gone mad. And a lot of it has gone mad. There's people trying to run an event right now. We're up against so much health and safety stuff, so much public safety stuff. There's thousands and thousands and thousands of extra pounds that do nothing to do with running an event in terms of the actual game. But like, the problem is you have all these humans doing these councils that take fucking ages. You got people coming up with ideas that get rejected. There was one in the UK recently, zonal electricity. Look into zonal electricity if you want another reason to sharpen that guillotine. But basically, we were going to try and revolutionize for the last 5 years. National Grid and other sort of government adjacent companies in the UK of trying to revolutionize and update our electricity infrastructure, because ultimately places like Scotland produce more power than we can possibly use, but because of our actual infrastructure to spread that power down, we can't access it. So we have to burn gas in the south when there's all this clean power available in the north. But in order to deliver that properly, we need to revolutionize our infrastructure. The Labour government has decided that we don't have the money and time to do that. And
the fact that electric prices is based on the gas prices.
Yeah, which is the highest in Europe.
Which is so crazy.
Which is the highest in Europe as well.
A lot of
also
so much backward.
The fact that the French own pretty much all of our national rail and half of our electricity. The Chinese own half of our power generation. We need sweeping nationalisation. Yeah. We need to take on huge government societal debt to change this for the good, but we're not.
Thatcher sold us out, guys.
Thatcher did fuck us.
We both watched a documentary recently.
If you don't hate Thatcher, you should.
I feel like I never really read up on Thatcher. My parents never obviously talked about it.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know why would they talk to a kid about Thatcher, but like, fuck me, the damage she did to our country is absolutely wild. And like, yeah, read up on it. It's really interesting.
To be fair, she did try and do a revolution of the type that I'm describing. They just went the other way. Neoliberalism fucked us. But yeah.
Anyway, no, we do have an event coming up. So if you want to come along to Menace Fate,
the
third one's happening.
Come and escape for 3 days.
Escape.
It's a wholesome LARP where you can just put that phone down, which delivers all this doom and gloom news to you. You're forced to not show it in public, and instead you get to enjoy a whole fictional world where you can be whoever you want to be, and
where we're fighting against a great corruption, where you and all the people around you are genuinely working together to try and solve the greatest threat to humanity in this world.
And it's a unbiased bad guy.
It's
a bad entity that's really bad.
Real clean cut.
We all agree that it's bad, clean cut, and you're all good guys. Everyone you speak to. So come enjoy in that fictional fantasy world where everything's fine and everyone's sorting everything out properly. That's in a couple weeks' time. A few weeks' time.
Yeah, we're full steam ahead.
And the tickets are still available. You can come along to it, and it's not too hard to get up and running there, especially if you hire a tent from us. And that'll be all set up for you, etc. Anyway, thank you very much for listening to our doom and gloom today. Apologies.
Please come back. We are in a very interesting period in all of our lives right now. A great transition, a great change into the future. We do need change. So
it's good to document it.
At least something is happening. And you do need crazy fucking things so that people realize we need crazy fucking solutions. So like, again, I don't want people to lose hope because it's not helpful. Just try and be clever. Try and be helpful. Try and be nice.
Support each other.
Yeah.
Rise against. Get that guillotine sharpened. Thank you very much.
There's always money in the guillotine stand.
Yeah.
Like if everything else goes wrong. Okay.
Thank you for listening to us today, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.
Books can talk.
Bye-bye.
What?
Books can talk.
Holy crap.
Oh my god.
Goodbye, everybody.
Crackling wand. And it's currently locked. Do you like unlock abilities on?
You have to kiss in public.
That's absolutely not. Stop gaslighting him.
I'm pretty sure you have to kiss in public.
I was ready to do that. I would take one for the
Yeah,
team.
of course you were. Because
That's the worst that can happen.
so
We all have a
pliable.
pleasurable kiss. And
I don't
that's
want to kiss
fine.
your filthy chat lips.
What?
Walk away with bits in my mouth.
That's so gross.
Chap bits.
Gross.
Sick of chewing your chap bits.
Oh.
Ugh, boy, it's like we got lime scale.
What is this? Lip dandruff. Ugh. Ew.
Pole vault time. Fucking hell, the whole table's vibrating.
We're in? No! Oh, there we go. Yeah, yes, we got a cam on it. Look.
Okay. Ooh.
Look at that. This guy. Look at that. Are there any ladies watching? Look away. Look away. My goodness.